Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to Iowa. You're going to see a tornado develop. You're going to see what looks like some sort of an unidentified flying object near the Eclipse. Video sent in by Maria out of Alabama. Also have some photos of something near the sun during sunset. I can generally dismiss these types of what look like anomalies and things that show up in photos of the sun, but not this one. This one here has potential. Looking at yesterday's storms, the aftermath of the storms, here's the power outages from the storms that went through the eastern United States and the Central Plains. You can see at one point, this was like earlier this morning, nearly 80,000 customers in Texas, 30,000 in Colorado, 29,000 in Arkansas, 17,000 in Indiana, 14,000 in Pennsylvania, and 11,000 in New York, and then several states in between. The storms yesterday created a multi-state power outage event and generated more hail, expanding 2,000 miles across the eastern United States as forecasted. That's what the Storm Prediction Center was calling for. This big long stretch here you see across the eastern United States that spans over 2,000 miles. Well, those storms did develop and they produced a lot of hail. They didn't produce any tornadoes that I know of, but again, a large amount of hail. Speaking of tornadoes, I want to take you guys now to Iowa. Video footage sent in by Mike A. going back to April 16th, about a month ago. This video was taken north of Manson, Iowa, back on April 16th, and he observed this tornado as it was forming, thankfully out in the field, not in a populated area. You can see right there when it made contact with the ground and started pulling up. Just remember, when you see cyclones, hurricanes, and tornadoes pull up like a vacuum cleaner, and hurricanes and cyclones, they push down. They have the opposite effect. But he noticed this tornado forming in North Manson, Iowa, about a month ago. Thankfully, again, out in a field away from homes and any type of civilization or subdivisions like we saw up in Gaylord, Michigan the other day, where a tornado touched down in a very densely populated area. This one was out in the middle of a field, and he just happened to be in the right place at the right time and capture that incredible video. He shared it with me. I'm sharing it with you. Thank you, Mike. Greatly appreciate that. I want to take you guys now down to Alabama. This video footage was sent in by Maria G. during the recent lunar eclipse. She was filming the eclipse when something appeared right there during her video of the eclipse, and this is at original speed. I'm going to slow it down and zoom in really tight. In fact, I'm going to pause it, and you're going to be able to see whatever this green object was. It appears to be round, and it was underneath the moon. Here it is in super slow motion. It's not a lens glare, because if it was, it would be in the entire video. It just showed up, it kind of blinked on, and then turned right back off. And you can see it right there. It appears to be green, some sort of a round object above Alabama, apparently observing the eclipse like Maria and a lot of us were on the night of the lunar eclipse just a few evenings ago. Good observation by Maria out of Alabama. I want to take you guys now to Ohio, where some photos were sent in of a recent sunset. And these photos here, I reviewed a lot of photos of sunsets and sunrises, and most of the photos usually have a lens glare, some sort of a reflection of the bright sunlight. This one has something in it too. Photos sent in by Whitney J, taken on May 21st of 2022. This was at sunset looking to the west. This showed up in the photo. I don't know if she saw this in the sky. Probably not, because it was too bright to look in that direction. You're not supposed to look in the direction of the bright sunlight like that. But this showed up in the photo, and I would normally say, okay, that's a reflection or some sort of a lens glare. But this is not your typical lens glare or reflection that shows up in photos of the sun. I've seen hundreds, probably thousands over the years. This looks different. It's kind of hard to explain. It has potential, could be something else, don't know, but I don't think this is a typical reflection. Here it is in just different formats. I enhanced the photos that Whitney shared with me. I kind of brightened some of them up, dimmed some of them up, switched formats altogether, and there's something in this photo, again, it could be a reflection, not ruling that out completely, but I'm certainly not ruling out that this could be something else that was tucked behind the sun during sunset on May 21st of 2022. Here I zoom in on it. This is an entirely different format. I reduced some of the light and added some contrast and different things, and it almost looks like a version of Jupiter sitting back there behind the sun. Again, at sunset, visible from Ohio. Photo sent in by Whitney. Photos taken on May 21st of 2022. Thank you, Whitney. Greatly appreciate that. Today's Earth Days: Keith B., Zoe Rose Hankey, Les Crawley, Jody Smith, May 22nd of 2022. Hope you guys have a great day. Coming back to the top of the website, looking at the Schumann resonance, you can see the pulses continue. Origins unknown, even though they've slowed down a little bit, they're still there. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Something again going on up here in the Hebgen Lake area. Look at this seismograph. It almost looks like the ground is tilting at times, causing the seismograph to show these very bizarre readings. We see a little bit of earthquake activity scattered around the supervolcano caldera, magma intrusion up here at Mammoth Vault, and earthquake activity. So a little bit of action over here at the supervolcano caldera. Nothing major, but again, we're definitely keeping a close eye on that seismograph at Hebgen Lake. Here's the power outage situation from, again, yesterday's storms that spanned over 2,000 miles. Looking at the Sahara sand situation as it's making a 4,000-mile journey from the western Sahara. It's made it all the way up into the Gulf of Mexico, and it has made landfall into the Florida Panhandle, occupying southern Georgia, most of Florida. You can see a view of the Gulf from windy.com. This is a camera in the Panama City area. Get a load of that roll cloud, would you? It's trying to rain in that area. I don't know if it's going to get the job done because the sky is so incredibly dry right now with the arrival of all of this Sahara sand that, again, has traveled 4,000 miles, and it's going to stick around, guys. This is just the beginning. This is just getting started, and this, again, has stretched all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, and not only the Atlantic, but it's spreading to the east, too, over in Saudi Arabia, India, northern Asia, and again, making its way up into Europe and the Mediterranean Sea. So once again, the Sahara sand has arrived right on schedule. And again, look for it to stick around for quite some time. Incredible photograph here at the homepage of the website, sent in by Melanie C. out of Toltec, Arizona. This was the night of the lunar eclipse as the sun was coming up over the horizon, visible from Toltec, Arizona. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.